For story time today, we're going to talk about Peter, and this is found in the book of John, chapter 21. Let's begin reading. The disciples heard about the angel from Mary. They were happy for her, but where was Jesus? Was he really alive? Peter wanted to see Jesus too. What should we do? Asked Peter. So the disciples decided to go to the Sea of Galilee. It was almost dark when they arrived, and they had not eaten. We are all hungry, said Peter. Let's go fishing so we can catch some fish to eat. So they went fishing. They began to row the boat out from the shore and took out their nets. They put their net in the water and waited, but when they checked the net, there were no fish. The net was still empty. They lowered the net back in the water, and when they checked the net later, there was still no fish. They stayed out on the water all night, but they did not catch a single fish. Suddenly they heard a voice calling to them. The voice says, "Have you caught any fish?" "No, we have not," answered Peter, "and we have been here all night." Said, "Cast your net out on the other side of the boat. That is where the fish are," said the man on the shore. The disciples did not think moving the net would help, but they did as the man said, and in just a minute or two their net was full of fish. It was so heavy they couldn't even lift it. So the disciples were surprised. They had been fishing all night long and had not caught a single fish. Now their net was so full they could not even lift it in the boat. They asked, "Who is this man?" Then one of the disciples said, "It is Jesus. The man on the shore is Jesus." Peter looked up. He was so happy. It was Jesus. Peter could not wait for the nets to be pulled into the boat. He wanted to be with Jesus. So he dove in the water and swam as fast as he could. When Peter reached Jesus, he had a big smile on his face. The other disciples pulled the net in and rowed back to the shore. Jesus had built a fire and he was cooking breakfast. They were so happy to see him again. Jesus was alive and he was God's Son. While they were eating their breakfast, Jesus asked, "Peter, do you love me?" "Yes, Peter, you know I do," Peter answered. "Feed my sheep," said Jesus. A few minutes later, Jesus asked him again, "Peter, do you love me?" And Peter looked at Jesus and said, "Yes." Jesus replied, "Feed my sheep." Then a third time, Jesus asked Peter, "Do you love me?" Peter was very sad that Jesus kept asking him the same question. He said, "Jesus, you know everything. Certainly you know that I love you." But Jesus would soon go to heaven. He wanted Peter to know how much he loved him. "I want you to take care of my followers," said Jesus. Peter did what Jesus asked. He spent his life helping other people and teaching them about God. Well, I hope you enjoyed this story about Peter, and each and every day, have a wonderful day. Bye.